I just realized you're holding deodorant in a stapler. Why are you holding deodorant in a stapler?
Because some things need to be deodorized and some things need to be stapled. And it's a possibility that something might need both of those simultaneously. And if so, I am totally prepared.
What would need to be stapled and deodorized at the same time?
Maybe your documents came to life and decided to take up a job that included a whole lot of manual labor. So they would need deodorant. They probably wouldn't need soap and water because that, that ruins your documents. But we could just keep putting deodorant on there until it, until we got to figure out a different solution. And staples come out, so sometimes we might have to re-up.
Welcome to the Team Awesome Show. If you have any documents, you can have them stapled
or deodorized.
Deodorized by this mystery deodorant that has no label and it doesn't sound like. There, see. That's how you monetize.
Who's paying us?
I mean, you're holding stapler and deodorant so that you can deodorize and staple documents. I'm wearing an inspector, like archaeologist hat, and these glasses because I'm the bone inspector. You know, there's that show like The Bone Collector. I just inspect what the bone collector collects. The bone inspector.
How much do you get paid to do that?
I get paid in bones. Like I get to.
That makes sense.
Keep the bones that I inspect. And that's how I make these glasses. This skull is from the world's tiniest man. His name was Fabio. And these are Fabio's tibulas and fibulas. And then these are bones from some chicken that I ate that I was inspecting. And that's how I make these glasses. I saw this meditation technique. And it's like you hold one nostril, you breathe in, you breathe out. And then you switch. You do it slowly, you're like. But the problem is, if one nostril is stopped up, you sound like.
Ew.
And it hurts your ears, and that's not a good form of meditation when your sinuses aren't cleared. So don't meditate unless you can breathe. It's strange to think that you collect a bunch of wheat and beat it up with some stuff, grind it, and then stretch it out for some weird reason, and pour weird crushed tomatoes on that weird crushed wheat. And then take a pig and kill it and cut its butt off and then cut its butt into small pieces and put it on top of that crushed tomato and then find a cow, squeeze its udders, take that milk, let it get old for a really, really long time, cut that really, really old milk up into small pieces and put that on top of the dead pig's cut up butt and put that in an oven and sprinkle on top some seasonings. That is kind of strange.
We're going to go out in the field. We're going to get a whole bunch of wheat, process it, and we're going to milk a cow. We're going to let that milk get old. We're going to crush up a bunch of tomatoes. We're going to cut off a pig's ass, chop it up into little bits. We're going to do a whole bunch of different heating and cooling and spinning and flipping, and we're going to eat the result.
It's weird, but it's also genius, right? Because that's how pizza was born. What's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is the one that I ate in 1997 on a cold September night in a hammock in the woods. It was really good. And then I was able to actually use the box from the pizza to fend off bears because I folded the box in such a way that it resembled a sword. And actually, depending on the energy that you put into your thrust, you could actually pierce the flesh of a bear. Bears would attack me, and then I'd pierce one, and that would frighten the other bears. They didn't want to mess with me, so I was able to survive overnight in that hammock because of that pizza in that box. He tried to put me in turmoil and danger, and I brought the turmoil and danger right back to him.
You get what you put out. That's the moral of that story. Pizza's weird. I don't like how pizza was invented, but don't let that stop you from eating pizza. And don't stop making things because people might not like them. Illingsworth, don't you love pizza?
I love it, and I put a ring on it. The pizza pan is the ring. It is circular.
He loves pizza. And just like your dreams and wishes and ideas for your ideal life and the things you want to do in life, you may be scared to make them because they'll sound crazy, like cutting up a pig butt and letting cow's milk get old and putting that on some crushed wheat. But that's how pizza was made. So if you have a dream, do it. Some people will not like it and think you're crazy and possibly are the starter of a pizza cult. And some people will love it and want to put a ring on it. assume the best or fear the worst, but do it anyway and see what happens. That's the moral of the Pizza Cult story.